Hey everyone. Artificial intelligence represents humanity's greatest opportunity for general abundance. Unlike oil, copper, or wheat, it doesn't have boundaries of scarcity. AI is pure information. It can be copied billions of times with almost zero marginal cost. The biggest foundational models today can fit just a tiny flashcard. When they built, when they trained, they can serve every human on Earth. This is a fundamental promise. Coopia, from Latin, abundance. Yet today, we stand on a crossroad, sliding in artificial scarcity. Big tech companies found the choke point. Computational hardware and energy. Yes, AI can duplicate infinitely, but GPUs who runs it cannot. This physical bottleneck has been frontier of control. NVIDIA market dominance, as well as hundreds of billions, literally hundreds of billions of dollars invested today in GPU infrastructure by major corporations, it is calculated bet. If you control the means of compute, then you can extract the rent from humans' need for AI services. It is not an innovation, it's capture. Bitcoin, though, showed us an alternative path. When true market forces unleash, innovation follows. Started with CPUs, then GPUs, and then ASICs, specialized hardware chips. We all seen dramatic improvements in both efficiency of compute and energy consumption. Just 15 years ago, 1 terahash required 5 million joules. Today, it is 300,000 times less. Just 15 joules. Personally, I already today as an engineer spent couple $1,000 a month on AI services. Divided by 300,000, and it's just zero. Too small to even measure. Also, Bitcoin showed the scale. Data centers around the world in Bitcoin network today represent 26 gigawatts. It's a really important number. It is more than Google, Amazon, Microsoft with all their data centers combined. Even if you account for labs like OpenAI and XAI with their ambitious projects, you likely seen all these major titles about hundreds of billions of dollars committed to build a new data center. Each of these labs this year plan to add 1 gigawatt of data centers capacity. At the same time, with no announcements, no PR, Bitcoin added 5 gigawatts just last year. Imagine to apply these principles for artificial intelligence. If decentralized protocol, proof of work protocol, would govern AI inference and training, this type of innovation, this type of alignment of incentives, because protocol drives incentives, incentives drives hardware innovations. We can make compute so cheap, it is impossible to monopolize. Where the network will not only be a tiny share of the AI market because of the importance of immutability of calculation or because of the privacy and security, but just because it would produce thousands of times more compute. So I'm David Liberman, creator of Gonka. Don't be distracted by few AI project networks out there which based on proof of stake. Proof of stake means incentives aligned with capital. Capital doesn't care about efficiency. The biggest AI network, decentralized network today, already generate $1 billion worth of rewards every year. But most of this goes to stakers. Only a fraction of this goes to real hardware providers, hardware innovators. It gives us only 5, 6, maybe 8,000 of high-end GPUs on this network. It's definitely not enough to compete with major laboratories. But if we would use proof of work, if we will use the path which was shown by Bitcoin, we can do much more. When Gonka protocol was designed, it uses this idea in core principles. Protocol is transformer-based proof of work, so that incentives aligned with those potential hardware innovators who will bring new type of hardware to compute AI. The network already launched is the mainnet. And already today, every coin generated goes to miners, hardware providers. It also, we needed to innovate further. It wasn't enough. That's why we introduced Sprint proof of work, which only require fraction of computational power for security and verification. The rest is available for real, meaningful AI tasks of developers through decentralized API, as well as end consumers of these developers. I invite you all to join this revolution. It's still possible. Build protocols, innovate, mine, develop apps, and we will all see this different future while it's still not too late that big corporations will steal this future from us. We are on this stand. Come and talk with us. It's a pleasure to talk with you all. Thank you. Thank you.